There's something happening here. Let us check. You see, these birds are pecking. I just want you to see it is this bird. This is why do farmers give up in layer poultry farming? Today in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the reasons which actually has thrown away very many farmers from doing poultry farming. You see, when you are starting, most of the times you are looking for a business idea. You wanted to do something and you don't have anything that gives you extra money. Maybe you have a job, but you want to start something that gives you extra cash, and that way you are looking for what to do. You are researching from your friends, from internet, from everywhere, maybe from YouTube, where you find out that your poultry project is one of the lucrative projects to do, and you decide, you put all your minds in that you are going to really venture into that agricultural sector of the business that you can do. So you do all your calculations and everything. You came to realize that you can really start, and then you can start poultry farming, and then you do it for 1 year and then you give up. Why people give up in poultry project? If you are wondering who I am, my name is Daudi Alaba. If it's your first time watching me, you are watching me in the laboratory where we practically say our experience about farming. So stick around to the end and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you don't really miss on uploads that we put every time. Because since we said we are sharing our experience about poultry farming, today we're going to learn from this particular farm. I'm very sure if you had been following me for some time, you must have remembered that this is the very particular farm where our birds refuse to lay up to 28th week. The first time I reached in this farm was the birds not laying up to 24th week, and then I came here, I do some few adjustments. People who are already involved in this laboratory, they get the best. So how can you get the best? Currently I'm producing, actually I'm supplying day-old layers, which are Lowman Brown. It is very prolific layers. They lay up to the standard. They lay very many eggs, up to 97%. So every year they are laying up to 330 eggs every year. So it means if you are planning to start a farm, or maybe you are planning to do a replacement stock, hit me on WhatsApp, hit me hard on WhatsApp. You are going to get very nice layers from me as laboratory. I'll be supplying them to you, and then I offer for you the consultation services when I'm the one supplying you with the birds, and then I also give you free information about how you must be raising them quick. And today is also another day to learn something new from this particular farm. So stick around to the end of this video so that you continue learning a lot of things about poultry farming. So I'll take you inside the chicken house, and then we see how the birds are really performing. So I am already in the chicken house. You can see me. Behind me I have very many layers. Those are layers that actually are the one disturbing us every time. So we have just been doing depicking on these birds. We did the depicking because they started to peck each other. It means their pecking reached up to that extent that we were losing 5 birds every day, and by then they were laying to the percentage of 45%. It means that percentage is not good enough. Even if the prices of feed are very cheap, that is not good enough percentage. And I knew one of the reasons why the percentage reduced up to that is because of the stress they're getting from other birds pecking them. So later on, what I came to realize is actually after depicking them again, they also continue to peck each other. So it can be possible like that. So they were depicked for the second time, and currently their beaks are not even sharp. I will show you one. The beaks are not really very sharp. You can see this beak is not really very sharp. So that way it means they continue to peck each other. So why could they continue to peck at each other? Now I will tell you one reason. You see, starting poultry farm, like I said, you can go anywhere and then you do your research. You research about how you can start it, and everything you can get it. But when you don't really get the basics of what it means, what I'm talking about is their feeding. Feeding is one of the most sensitive things that happens in the poultry. My birds have been laying at the percentage of 92%. So we did the head counting. We realized that the number of the chicken, they reduced a little bit. So when we realized that, Peter decided to reduce on the amount of feed by 10 kilograms. And then from 92%, our percentage reduced up to 85%. Imagine, just because of the reduction of feed. So I will tell you that the chicken are very, very sensitive to any change that happens to them. So how can you regulate such changes in your farm? So it means if you are not giving them proper feed, if you are not giving them the proper quantity of the feed, it means they will cause such problems will always arise. After debaking the birds, since they continue to debate, immediately after debaking them, it means their percentage increased. They increased up to 65%, and currently right now, the birds started to peck themselves again. They are pecking themselves. You can look at this. They are just pecking. You see how they are pecking them. And the one they are pecking even is not running away. You can see it is not running away. It just stand still. Allow others to peck on it because it has nowhere to run. Everywhere it runs, there is blood already, and others have already seen the blood. They cannot really save it. So that way, the bird automatically just going to die. That's how we lose the birds through pecking, and it's one of the worst things. It becomes the worst when they are dying, like 3 birds every day. Count it after 1 month. How many birds are you going to remain with? So it means you can probably lose all those birds. So that one is mostly caused by poor nutrition in your farm. So when you don't give them the proper feed, the good quality feed, that is where the problems come. So I realize to very many farmers, they just go, they are doing other things and they want to start business, but they don't do a lot of research about it. If you give me 6 hours to chop a tree, I will take 4 hours to sharpen my axe. That one said by Henry Ford. So that way, it means it is very, very important to first learn about the project before actually you start. In the morning when I was talking to the owner of the farm, actually he gave up. He gave up in the project because he has never gained anything. Within this 1 year, he would have already recovered all his money from this farm. It is honestly truth. That is what I've experienced personally with myself. When your birds, they are performing to the maximum. Because I've always raised my birds, I sold the last one when they were laying at 75%. That was still very good percentage for you to keep them. But I sold them because I was running bankrupt. I did not have enough money to really take the younger flock, but then I had younger flock that I was also raising. So that way, it means that was the reason why I sold my birds. So from that point, it means what you need to do as a farmer is to make sure that you really learn a lot. And in case you fail to get where you can learn, you see sometimes we find to learn it from the YouTube channels that people have for the poultry, for other farming activities. But in those things, there are a lot of hidden knowledge that you may not be able to get in those YouTube channels. So you can consult. Consultation is something which is very, very important, especially for most businesses. You consult from the seniors, and Daudi Alaba's laboratory is your perfect consultation center where you can learn a lot about poultry farming, because we don't really share history. We don't share things from the textbook. We do practical things. Recently, I've been sharing with you my excitement about how my chicken started to lay on their 16th week. So how many people have ever gone through that? I've never heard of any person whose chicken starts to lay on the 16th week. So it is something which is amazing, and it is our 2nd year doing poultry farming. That is something which is very, very interesting, and we have all the knowledge about whatever that we can do for you about poultry farming. So we are also talking about the breed of the birds. You see, we got this chicken we imported them from Netherlands, and they told us these are Nick Brown and they are the best breed that performs. Actually, they told the owner. So they were imported from the Netherlands, and then when they reached here, actually in growth, they grew perfectly well, and then their time of growth reached up to when they had any disease attacking them. So they just grew perfectly. So that way, it means it reached that other time whereby they are supposed to lay, but there was no egg. We couldn't collect any egg. And then that was the first time I reached in this farm. They called me if I can really verify some few things in this farm. I came here, I realized that the biggest problem was the feed. So what I did was, I did my best. I tried to adjust everything that they had been doing. So the birds started to lay in that very particular week. So we started to collect eggs. The percentage reached up to 25 25%, and the same thing continued to happen. So it means the percentage started to drop because the quality also reduced and the quantity reduced because the money was becoming so scarce. There are 2,000 layers in this particular farm, one in this particular flock and another one in the other flock. Now we are blaming, maybe it can be somehow the breed, because now I have taken responsibility for this farm. I'm doing all my best to make sure that these birds can do the best for the owner, because it could be very good retirement package for the owner of this farm. I think because the birds have stayed for so long doing when they were going through wrong practices, maybe their reproductive system has already got disturbed. Now the decision that I've taken right now is we're going to sell these birds off. We are selling these layers off. So it means after selling them, we are going to bring new batch. We are going to bring chicks, which I normally keep. They are Lawman Browns. And in case you are looking for the perfect breed or the perfect chicks to raise, you can hit me directly in my WhatsApp. I put my contact on the description. Hit me and then get your chicks within 1 month, and then you raise perfect layers which will start to lay for you on the 16th week. They are very resistant to diseases. I tell you, those Lawman Browns, they have never disappointed and they will never disappoint you, especially when you are looking for the birds for the first time or you are looking for the replacement stock. Don't forget the price is very, very affordable, and then I am here to supply you with the chicks. I will take them by myself, and then I do for you the consultation services for free, and any inquiry that you need about them, about raising them, on how they can start to lay at very right time, please hit me on the description. I'll do for you the best. So I also supply the broilers, those who keep birds for meat. You hit me also as well. Broilers and dual purpose, those are the breeds that we are keeping. Or the one that we consider so much is layers, because this is where the magic is happening in the poultry industry. So thank you so much for watching. Before I quit, I would need to share with you why the birds continues to peck themselves is because of feed. So what you need to do is do your best to learn as much as possible about this project before everything becomes tough. Before you lose the little that you have saved for your retirement, you can really invest in this project, and then it becomes your best retirement package. This is what we are so far going through. And what we are doing currently as Daudi Alaba's laboratory is we offer consultation trainings for people who wants to do poultry farming. We help people to really grow their farms. These are the people who are not really within the country. We have the strong team which is managed directly by Daudi Alaba, which is managed directly by me. I manage a very strong team which we are running very many farms together, and then at the end of the day, anybody who is very interested about this thing of poultry farming can really hit us, and then we can see how we can do with it. We have other people that if you want reference, we can refer you to, and then they tell you about how our laboratory is performing, and we rise by lifting others. So in case you are looking for a retirement package, consider this. Poultry farming is your best retirement package. And for any business that you are looking for, you don't have the idea, consider doing poultry farming. And what I would advise you, don't just try to jump into doing it before you lose all the money that you have saved for your life. So please try to do your best to learn as much as possible, and then you can do consultation through us, through Daudi Alaba's laboratory. That's why the laboratory exists in this particular channel.